Hey everybody, this is Roy Canny, and this is Favorite Game Friday, where we have a group of contributors with completely different tastes in gaming, talking about their favorite game in the category of the week. This week we're talking all about unique games, games that are very different from other games in our collection that kind of set themselves apart. If you have a game that you think is super unique, make sure to leave it in the comments down below, and let's check out all of our contributors' clips.
Hey everybody, this week's game of choice is unique games, and I kind of struggled trying to think of what games do I have that are really unique.
Unique?
Then there was one that jumped out at me, and this, it's really unique, and I really like it, and that would be Nyctophobia. A game where the bad guy can see the board, and he's trying to hunt down and kill all of the other players, but the other players have to wear some dark shades that make sure they cannot see the board. Then all their movement is based on touching and feeling the board and then moving their piece, trying to find their way to the car to escape. And it's just very, very interesting, very unique, and designed so that blind people can play, which is pretty amazing, actually.
Yeah, it is.
So, what's yours?
Mine is Throw Burrito. It's a crazy game where you get to throw burritos at each other, and it's just, and actually the gameplay is just cards, matching three cards, drawing cards.
Sets.
But once you get the burrito brawl, like three of a burrito brawl, a duel, you get to throw burritos at each other. You can, you can even get this box and just go. You can do anything you want.
The rules are, not many rules at that point. You just want to throw, and there's not many games that let you throw something as hard as you want at the other players and it not be illegal.
Yeah.
So that's our choices. Have a good one, guys. Bye.
Have a good one. Bye.
I love my old point-and-click adventure games from my Amiga 3000, Monkey Island being a perennial favorite around here. And so, when the Cantaloupe series came out, I was super excited. These games are so unique. They feel like the old point-and-click adventure games. There's 1 and 2. They also have a unique sense of humor. They're very different the way you go through them. I really think these are very unique games. You should give them a try.
Hi, I'm Linda from Get a Clue, Casual Gamer, where we get a clue about a game. And today we're talking about unique games. And for me, it is Picture Perfect. I can't show it to you because I'm in the process of moving and my games have all been put into boxes. And so Picture Perfect, where you play, you're a photographer and you're trying to place these cardboard standee, like paper dolls, in specific locations that is their preference, and trying to get them in a place where you can get the most points. And there is no other game that I have come across like this one. So it is a very unique game. I know it's a new game as well. I believe it came out last year. So my favorite unique game is Picture Perfect. Have a great Friday.
Hey guys, this week's topic is a game that feels unique. And what game could that be for me? I had a hard time with this one, but in the end, I came up with Vagrant Song. It feels unique. You're ghosts. You're trying to save another ghost, but not lose yourself, because you want to save their humanity plus your humanity and keep your humanity intact. But if you can become a ghost and lose yourself with the other ghosts, so it's like playing Ghostbusters, but you're not Ghostbusters. It's interesting. It's different. No miniatures, acrylic figures. It's unique. Very unique to me. That's my pick. I'll see you guys next time.
Hello everyone, Ben Myers here. Today's topic for Favorite Game Friday is unique games, and my pick is going to be The Bloody Inn, a game in which you play as an inn owner in 1800s France, and you have rooms that you are in control of, and you get money for guesting in those rooms. But you can also have the option of killing the guests and taking all of their money if they have a lot of money on them, instead of just getting the standard 1 franc for them staying in your room. But you do have to bury the bodies before the cops come around. So it's kind of a gruesome theme, but it comes through in a kind of silly way. Happy Friday, everyone. Bye.
Assalamu alaikum. My game of choice for unique game would be Crown of Emara, because it has 2 rondel boards. Normally a game would have rondel as just a function, but the whole game board of Crown of Emara is made of of 2 rondelles. And in each of your turn, you will be deciding how much you want to turn your character on one of the rondel boards as well as the other one. You have these hand of cards which let you move on these rondel boards, and you might be thinking, I want to move 3 steps on this one, but this one will move 1. You will be gaining resources from one board, utilizing those resources on another, and you have to find the perfect combination of gaining the resource and then utilizing them in the best way possible. So it has a very unique mechanism which has not been used in any other game. So that's why my choice for unique game is Crown of Emara. Happy gaming!
Hey, Favorite Game Friday, Jared here again from the Meeple Mentor YouTube channel, home of board game tutorials, news, and a podcast. And we're talking about unique games. And I'm not just talking about games that were unique when they first came out because they've never seen that before or been introducing a new mechanism. I'm talking about a new, unique game that's recent, but also not brand new. And so this game is called The Initiative by Corey Konecka. And this game is something I've never seen before. It's a game within a game within a game. You play it, you open it, there's a comic book inside, you're following this comic of some friends that find a game, and then you pick up that game and play it as if you're these kids. And it kind of has this meta level of how you play this game. And there's the game itself when you're playing that game within a game. There's unique mechanisms of card play of how you try to move around the map and use different abilities on these cards. There's the fact that the stronger powers and all the stuff of the actions, you can only play certain cards with the number higher, and there's some cooperative nature in this. There's a lot of unique stuff that this game does that I've not seen before. I like the artwork, I like the concept, the comic, everything's really cool, and yeah, it's not really new, but it came out within the past couple of years. Check it out, it's called The Initiative.
Hi everyone, I'm Nathan. My favorite game that's very unique and different and unusual for me is Arkham Horror the card game. Wait, you say? That's not very different and unique and unusual. Well, it is a horror game that's unusual and different that I love. And let's see, it's a card game where you have to spend a lot of time building your deck. That's different and unique and unusual for me. And it has a million expansions. Well, it has dozens of expansions, and that's different and unique for me too. There go cars. Man, that car's loud. Anywho, I guess that's about... Oh, hi Dexter. You want to come say hi?
Happy Friday everyone. I'm Julian and this is Libby, and we are from Box Meeples on YouTube, on Instagram and on Twitter. Today we're talking about unique and innovative games in our collection.
Verano I find is really innovative. I love the way that you have to build up the pyramid at the beginning and you're choosing different colours of the blocks, and depending on what order that you've put them in depends on what sort of coloured houses and roofs you're going to be able to put.
Stop! We don't talk about Verano.
Oh, of course.
No.
No one talks about Verano. Instead, I'll talk about Yggdrasil Chronicles. This game I absolutely love. The tree isn't just a tree just to look pretty. Instead of games like Everdell, where the tree's there, it looks pretty, it does hold some bits and bobs, but it doesn't interact with the game itself. If you didn't want to, you don't have to play with it, whereas this is fully integrated into the gameplay. The tree levels turn around, and then they will dictate and change what regions you're able to travel to and from. It holds the cards, the different characters as they move around and power up. The little meeples move to tell you what sort of power they are. I just think that the way the tree is the board is really innovative and super pretty.
Oh, name a train game.
Ticket to Ride.
Name another train game.
Switch and Signal.
Name a train game that has a cardboard train in the middle of the table.
Cult Express.
Cult Express is unlike any other game in our collection. Rather than having a board, you've got a cardboard train, and you're pre-programming your cowboys to move across that train, trying to perform some sort of train heist. How successful you are really does depend on what cards the other players have played. They could be inadvertently or on purpose scuppering your plans, or letting you go wild in the west and grabbing all the gold and the treasure. It looks incredibly impressive on the table, and as people gather around, it really gathers their attention. A cardboard train for a board game.
Hi, I'm Josh from the hobby-focused YouTube channel Josh Yaks, and I'm going to attempt to no longer allow my life challenges to interfere with my ability to contribute to Favorite Game Friday. So I'm back now with a unique board game, and what I've chosen for this category is Dawn of Peacemakers. This is a game in which a couple of animal factions are at war with each other. Now, as with most games, you would expect that a player would take one of the warring factions and fight it out with the other animal army. But no, what makes Dawn of Peacemakers unique is that players are playing as little individual animal characters who are cooperatively working together to attempt to bring peace between the warring factions. And it's one that might be worth checking out if that sounds like an interesting concept to you.
Kimberly from Tabletop Tilson here, and my pick for unique games is For Science. This is so interesting and special through its block building, cooperative puzzle feature. What a fun, wholly unique game. What about you, Tina? Well, thanks for asking, Kim. You know, I hate to poo-poo your idea, but I think my game is more unique. Whirling Witchcraft. Players are going to draft cards, passing cards to their opponent to their right, while passing cubes to overwhelm the potion to the player to their left. It's got the two coolest mechanics, and it plays in 30 minutes or less, 2 to 5 players. Pretty cool. No other game I know does this.
For me, it's going to have to be a recent game, Dark Tower, with that gigantic monolith tower that sits in the middle of the table. And the fact that you drop those skulls in it as you play the game just makes the game feel extremely unique. And I love that it's like app-driven as well. That has some interesting combat and interesting like dungeon exploring stuff in the app also. It makes this game feel very different and unique as it's on your table.
Hi, we're the Hendersons. I'm Daniel.
And I'm Deb. Daniel, what's your favorite unique game?
This is an interesting game called Concept. It is very unique. One person gets a card with a word or a phrase or a title of a book or something like that, and they've got to put down markers on a board with a bunch of pictures and icons and colors, and they're supposed to lead the other people to guess what the word or the phrase or the title of the book or whatever is. We don't even keep score on the game because it's just fun to play with a group of people, and trying to get people to guess the phrase that's on your card is interesting and somewhat difficult. What do you have for unique games, Deb?
My favorite is Skull. And Skull is really easy. All you do is put down a card in front of you, and it goes around the circle one at a time, laying down the card. And you have 3 cards that have a flower and 1 that has a skull. Now, at some point, somebody will say, okay, I think I can turn over 2 cards. And someone else might say 3. But whoever has the highest count is the one that actually has to do the turning over of the cards. They have to start with their own. But then they go on to others. And what do you think? What card do I have here? Is it a flower or a skull?
Hello everyone, Merlin's Manor here, and the unique game I want to talk about is The Downfall of Pompeii. And this game is unique in several different ways. First of all, you're putting people on the board based on a number on the card that you're playing. And if you're somebody already in the place that you play that, you'll be able to put a second person in. And then there's also omen cards that will allow you to put your other opponents into a volcano. And then there's going to come a time when AD 79 comes, Volcano Day, and at that point you are going to be placing down tiles that represent the volcano hitting certain areas and destroying people that are there, also cutting off different pathways, and you're going to try and figure out how to do that to take out your opponents but also not cause yourself problems. And then finally you're able to move by the amount of people that are in the space that you are in. So if there's 4 people there, then you'll get to move 4 spaces from there. If there's 3, then 3, 2, and then only 1 if there's only 1 person there. And so that's kind of unique as well. Happy Friday, everyone.
What's happening, Dice Tower? I'm Andrew with a brand new channel called Table Talk, talking about board games and top 10s, rankings, drafts, challenges, and just about anything related to board games. Today I'm talking about my favorite unique game, and most of my friends don't really like board games. So my pitch to them to get them to play this game is imagine if Battleship was actually fun. And that is in a game called Captain Sonar. In Captain Sonar, you are running around on your submarine with your team of 4, firing missiles, floating around the map, dropping mines, releasing sonar, and all of these things in an effort to completely destroy your friend's submarine. It is an awesome experience that almost anyone would enjoy. That is my favorite unique game, Captain Sonar. Catch you on the flip side.
Hey there, favorite game Friday peeps, amigas, and amigos. Your mom plays games here with my most unique game, and that is really a series of games, the West Kingdom Trilogy. You've got same style of art, same color palette, essentially, although some different hues going on. You've got the same world and same era in general over a couple of centuries, and same font, same box sizes, so they look marvelous together. Some of the same characters and images, and same meeples. Beautiful colors, different palette with greens and reds and oranges. You just want to jump in there and play it, and colored meeples that are fun. And yet each game is completely different, and they all have different mechanics and different styles. You can play one of them, you can play 2 of them, you can play expansions, you can play all of them, especially if you have the Tome Saga.
What's the Tome Saga?
The Tome Saga is another expansion, and it lets you either play co-op or you can play a campaign style game that links all of the West Kingdom games all together.
Wow, you got.
Oh!
My favorite game this week for uniqueness is going to be Don't Get Got. You can play this game with your friends while you're playing other games just in the background, and you're trying to make people do certain tasks, and then when you do that, you can say you got, and then if you get got, you flip it over. If you make them get got 3 times, then you win.
It's a game and a game. Bye!
What's up, guys? I'm Dwayne from Blackboard Gaming. And my pick for this week's category of unique game is this game right here, the Faceless. In the Faceless, the players are cooperatively trying to rescue their friend who's trapped in the dusk world, and they're being pursued by the denizen of this dusk world called the Billy Goat. Think Stranger Things, the board game. What makes this game unique is it utilizes magnets that are inside these double-sided miniatures that surround the board. And the players are moving these miniatures to manipulate the direction that the compass can travel in that's in the board, and the compass represents the players. I've never seen that mechanic used in any other game, and that is why this is my pick, the Faceless. See you guys later.
It's always interesting to play those unique games in board gaming, those games that kind of set themselves apart from the rest of the pack that we really enjoy. If you have a game that you think is super unique, make sure to leave it down in the comments below, especially if it wasn't one that was mentioned here on Favorite Game Friday. Also, make sure to check out our contributors that are here on Favorite Game Friday on all their different social media from all around the internet. It's always awesome to have everybody join in here on Favorite Game Friday. Just have the community come in and share some of their favorite games. If you'd like to be a part of Favorite Game Friday, next week we're going to be talking all about games that are super accessible. So a game that's just uniquely accessible or able to get to the table easily for all different types of players, no matter what it is, that just breaks down those barriers of entry to getting into board gaming. So if you have a game that you think is super accessible, make sure to make a super short video and leave it in the Google Drive link down below, and you could be a part of Favorite Game Friday. Anyway, it'd be awesome to have you be here, and it's been awesome having everybody join in and watch Favorite Game Friday this week, and it's been a blast. I'll see you on the next one.